Well, we have a couple isolated showers possible late Monday. It's really our only chance of rain in the next several days. A little cooler Tuesday, Wednesday, but the heat is building back in. We could have a string of 90-degree days ahead. So we've got this low pressure area kind of sitting right over Minnesota. It's a weak upper level trough, surface low, a little bit of a cool front behind it, but just enough moisture, enough little lift in the atmosphere to touch off a couple of isolated showers late in the afternoon and evening hours on Monday. Best chance is going to be the eastern part of the state into northeastern Minnesota of these pop-up showers. So this is 8 o'clock, maybe a couple of those around eastern Minnesota, western Wisconsin, but don't look for much rain and consider yourself lucky if you get one. Another thing that we're seeing on satellite imagery is more smoke. A lot of thick smoke in western Canada. Now, most of this over Minnesota so far has been elevated, making the sky hazy. But as this cooler air drifts in on this northwest flow, we do expect some of it to reach the surface, especially in western Minnesota. And so while our sensors are mainly in the good category for now, we're starting to see some moderate air quality and really bad air quality across parts of North Dakota, Manitoba, and into Saskatchewan as well. So the forecast, the air quality forecast for tomorrow, Tuesday, is to see unhealthy air for sensitive groups in basically the western third or western half of Minnesota, and probably moderate air quality in the Twin Cities. But forecasting air quality is difficult, so it could go either way. It could be worse tomorrow or maybe not as bad. So definitely stay tuned, especially if you have any sensitivities to that. So just a little bit of some cooler air Tuesday, Wednesday. May not even hit 80 on Tuesday again or close to it, but that's actually about where we should be before warmer air starts to return here late in the week. And some stickier dew points ahead of that system today. So dew points flirting with the 60-degree mark, just enough moisture again to produce a few of those clouds out there and a couple of showers, but drier air will come in with that cooler air tomorrow too. Dew points will be back mostly in the comfortable 50s. And again, as I mentioned, highs mostly in the 70s tomorrow, low 80s, better chance in west central Minnesota. I think in the Twin Cities we'll probably pull off an 80, but maybe only upper 60s in northeastern Minnesota. But the big story is going to be more heat. Yeah, another round of hot weather with this heat dome building back in for late this week into the weekend. Nice timing for the holiday weekend if you can be by a pool or lake, because it looks like a hot Labor Day weekend and maybe into early next week as kids are returning back to school. By Friday, upper 80s. I think the humidity won't be too bad yet, but that dew point will start to increase through the weekend to stickier levels. By Saturday, probably into the low 90s across southern Minnesota, and this could set us up for a string of days in the 90s. Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, Tuesday as well, so we're going to have to watch that. In case you're keeping track, we've had 27 90s, and we're going to add to that count. So we will beat 2021, which was the warmest summer on record for the Twin Cities when you look at average summer temperature, and we will probably have more 90s than that when we're all done here.